I discovered my wife's old sex tape with an ex and don't know if I should tell her. I need some advice on how to handle a delicate situation I have gotten myself into. So, about a year ago, I found an old sex tape, iPhone video my wife made with her old boyfriend. I came across it on the iCloud we share. She has no clue it was there. It was made a year before we had even met, and they were on again, off again when she met me. It was her feelings for me that actually caused her to cut all contact. There hasn't been a hint of contact since we've been together, so this isn't a cheating story. Tilt your phone and subscribe. I wasn't angry or hurt when I found it. We hadn't met yet. But what I saw on that video horrified me more than anything I'd seen in my entire life. It wasn't just seeing my wife having sex with another man, it was how she acted while she was doing it. She was completely uninhibited, moaning, screaming, doing all sorts of things she had never, and at the time I thought would ever do with me. Now, my wife and I had a good sex life, but what I saw on that video was something else altogether. I didn't tell her what I found, and for a week it consumed every waking hour of my mind. I must have watched that video 100 times. I couldn't stop. My wife knew something was wrong and I blamed it on work. She tried to initiate sex and I refused her. Blamed it on a sick stomach. By the end of that week, I knew I couldn't go on like this. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I couldn't live knowing he could make my wife feel a way that I couldn't. It's childish, but I felt it was the only way I could feel right again. For context, I had always felt threatened by her ex. He is a cop, former Marine, and I work in corporate finance, so you get the idea. So I get to work. First, I decided I need to get in shape, so I start running and lifting. I tell my wife that it's on doctor's orders, but I know a body transformation is going to take time. So in the meantime, I start researching sex anywhere I can get information. Luckily, there is no shortage. To make a long story short, I was doing a lot wrong. So I got better and better with each time we have sex. So much so that she stated to comment on it and initiate more often. And by the time my workouts started to show results, she couldn't keep her hands off me. The culmination of all this effort came to a head last week when we went away for a night at a casino close by for our anniversary. I won't bore with the details of the evening, but when we got back to the hotel room, she takes out her phone, hits record, and positions it near the bed. Again, I won't bore with details, but it was intense. After it was over, I was going to tell her that I saw the video, but before I did, I asked why she wanted to film us. She never had before. She smiled and said that she had a feeling that she might have the best sex of her life that night, and she was right. Initially, I was so proud to hear her say that, but I quickly began to feel like trash. I did all of this work to improve my sex life, and I really didn't do any of it for her. I was so consumed with my imaginary battle and improving my own self-esteem that I didn't really think about her, so I chickened out and never told her. I need advice. Do I tell her? I know she will be extremely embarrassed and upset that I saw her like that. I fear I have waited too long. I would like some thoughts on the situation. I've been feeling very guilty and don't know what to do now. Any advice would be helpful. Speak to a therapist instead of your wife to avoid damaging a good relationship. Catch you in the next video.